I'm talking about a 2D game. Right?
2D.
So, excuse me. Now they're using something called Flame or some external libraries. So let me share my screen with you.
Okay.
Listen here.
Flame engineer.
So that is what they're using to build many of those games that are released on the market. Okay. So products. Open source. So this thing is open source. So you can see how it is built. And why do they have pricing? So it's free, right? So, this is GitHub. GitHub. This is for public. This is free. This is a part of it too. So let's go to the web. They should have a website to show it. This way. So this is the website that shows how game is built using this. Examples. One play, two play. Okay, let's just see the examples. I'm putting things on top of it. So this game engine can do all this.
Okay.
My computer is really slow today. Let me close some stuff. For some reason, my computer is really slow. Let's reload. So let's look at this one. Yeah, I'm chasing. So basically, those are the physics the game engine can do. It's one of them. Domino effects. So this game engine is used to build Angry Bird.
Yeah, the structure.
Yeah. Okay, that's just a camera basic joint. The lighting effects. See, I move my mouse, it's just pointing to light it up. Recast. Animated bodies. And tag the bodies. And it's pretty much the same stuff. So I put too many objects in there now. Because the frame gets slower. So now, okay, now if I put one in there, it's okay, smooth. If I put a few of them in there, okay. You notice the surface? It's so nice. It looks like a real surface. I can see the curve. You can imagine you build a game and use this engine, looks quite real.
Good, really.
And maybe the dumb effect already have this.
Of course, one of the best
Drag.
impactful ways of AI is through self-driving cars. Have you ever wondered how a computer
Can control this mouse. So this, I just want to show you that this game engine out there allow anyone to build a game with it. Okay. And many games nowadays are building using this. This is built and it can play on many devices.
So,
iPhone, Android phone, web, all works. So this is the game engine. So let's get back to the code, and we're gonna see how this engine is built. Okay, so last week we looked at a game. This is a Flutter-based game, but those are same. Hey, there's not much different. So let's look at how the game is built. Mean, that is the game. Okay, import. See, this is a package we import. So that is the game library. So at the website, we just look at, and they provide this library. And this is the Flutter's default library. This is for game test. I don't know where is this. This has come from this test. Okay, so basically they create a game widget. So that's when the game is created. You know, all the program have a main function, right? That's the entry point. So this game's entry point is here. So you build an entry point, game widget with the game. You call the game with T-Rex game. Okay, so T-Rex game must be a class that somebody created. And this function here is provided by the game engine. So the game engine say, okay, so create a game with this thing. So let's go here, see what is this thing is. See right there. This is T-Rex game. So we have the entry point here. We create a game widget. We int it. We're going to create a game. And the game extends Flame game. And that is come from the library. See, these all from the 2D library here. Okay. The 2D library is going to provide you all this, allow you to build a game. Game, these components, inputs, and text. So they give you all these things to build a game. So let's take a look at each of those. So what are we using those for? The Flame game basically is a game Flame. Let's go look at the library. Go inside and see. This is come from the library. This is the game. And just look at the function names here. What does it do? So it's not very big. Okay. Yeah. So of course this extended with game and everything. So there's a lot more to this just this class. There's a game class come with it. There's a components class come with it. Then this is a class for making the game. Then you go have children, have camera, a game wrapper, override. This is a camera. Okay, camera in this means so what do you see on screen? A camera size. That's mean the viewpoint transform. That means which means this is a large size of game screen area that's exposed to canvas. So basically, is your game size. And you can define same size but override this. Okay. So when you look at this library provided to you and what you can do with this library is can override this. Anything with override, you can override. You can override game size. And override render. Render basically draw. So you can draw anything on top of it if you want to. You can override it, complete okay too. Render tree. Of course, super since it is tree rendered by camera. So this is inside of here as well. So you can override some stuff on the canvas. Update the tree. And we already talked about update last week. When you update, that means all the frame gets updated. Okay. Update the tree. So basically, there's two things here I see. One is size, three things. One is drawing, and this is drawing each tree. This is drawing the draw it all. This means draw every one of them. This one update everything. Update each one of them. Children gets updated. So on game resize. New size on every component. So when the game changes size, I believe that you can override this when the game changes size. When the game changes size, everything on the camera probably has to change. The position has to change. So that is the game change size. Ensure all pending tree operator finish. This is the main intended for testing purpose. So this is for testing purpose. Game is fully loaded and all pending operation. So this is for testing. If the game is ready. Okay, so this gets more common. A point within the boundary or visible part of the game. So basically, this says if my location here is on the game or not. So I give a location, basically it's a vector, it's location, if my location is on the game or not. Because sometimes the game is keep moving on, move to different location. Okay.
Yeah.
Current time. Okay, so that's it. This cannot override. So this can get the current time. How much time spent when you are playing your game.
Okay.
So you can override this. So that is all this game about. Playing game so allow you to do some customization on the game.
Yeah.
Okay, components. This is components is using. Okay, this is the main thing. This is the game. You know about abstract class? In Android in Java has abstract. Abstract means that the interface. So
yeah.
all this interface are available to you in this game. On game resize, life cycle. This gets pretty complicated. Detach, on remove, on detach. Wow, future override. Right. We can pause the game. mouse and cursor. The game stay listener. Refresh. Remove. Okay, so we're not going to go to this detail here today. So this is basically the hard code of the game. Okay. So, but slowly, if you're interested in reading this, it's better to dig in and see how the whole game is constructed. And now we're gonna use in high level here. Look at this one. It's extended. How this is built. So when you start building this, now you have background color. So let's change. Let's come here. No difference. Fine. macOS.
Can recognize a face or drive a car. Or maybe you've wondered why it's so hard for a computer to tell the difference between a
It's
dog
still lunch.
and a baby.
So why the computer is working, and we look at this. So background color. And then you create a player and horizon. And the game over panel. So you create three things. When you create the game, and at the same time you create three things. Player and game over panel. And this is the background. And this is a sprite image. And we don't know what that is yet. So later this will be assigned. String description. Okay. This just describes the game. So when the game is started, and all these things are created. This is override. That means the game's color can customize it. Yeah. So every time you say override, that's basically you customize the game. And you read this, you add something on the game.
Okay.
Now have score. Set a score to new score. And then text gets displayed. Score text. Okay, you change the score. This is going to be in the game somewhere. You're going to call set score. And then this is going to get displayed. This text component. Score string. That's how score string is constructed. Score string, score, another score string, and then high score. And distance traveled is for calculation. This is the buffer here, hold. Unload. When the game is started, you override the method of unload. I believe unload is one of the methods in the engine, or in the Flame game. And when you go to Flame game, you can see over here you must have a method here called. See, over unload. Or which one is load again? And this one is unload future.
Has to do with something called computer vision. The way machines
You must find the load that where you override it. Okay. My computer is so slow. Okay. So unload is something you override, and this method is provided in one of those classes here inside the Flame game. Flame game also is the child class of many other classes. So you all unload it. So now you're loading your assets. And this is the assets that you get from this picture.
The picture.
Okay. So this is all the pictures you get. Okay. So first things you're gonna know this sprite image. This sprite image basically is right here. See? When you create a game at the very beginning, and you get all your images ready. You load your image here, and you add your horizon here. Horizons come from this class. Add horizon, load the image, add horizon, and add all the things that you need for the game. See, horizon is this line here.
Oh, yeah.
Play is this guy here. And the game over panel is somewhere in here. It's not shown yet. And this is the score. So game over panel is all 8. And the image is loaded. And now I'm rendered my characters. So this is the characters. I'm loaded from my sprite image. I'm go to that location and then get all that character I need to render. So this is my score text. I'm gonna render from those characters. So this basically get the text and ready to render. The game state introduction at the very first page. This is introduction right there.
Yeah.
As the game state. And speed is 0, right? Nothing's moving.
Yes, still not moving.
Time played is 0. So those are the initial state of the game. And this is to customize the speed, acceleration, and the starting speed. Okay, so as you can see, there's a start speed, and maximum speed. So I believe that this guy running at the speed slow at the beginning and will increase the speed as you play more.
Yeah.
Okay, this is starting speed, it's the maximum speed. And now you set up your playing, the game stays playing, and then this is your state, game over state. And this game, so basically there's 3 states in the game. Playing, game over, and intro. So now you're in the intro state. This is to handle key. On key event. Okay, basically you press a button on anything, you're gonna get there. On tab. Okay, you tap something, you get an action. On action, you can the game. On action, if the game over, then you're gonna restart it. If not, the player is gonna jump. Okay. So game over, then you update the state. Game over, and restart. Update. Okay. Update is called every, I believe, 6 times a second. Okay, that's the frame rate. So this function is called 6 times a second. Now you're going to update the game. So that's all that this class is. So once this class, today we'll only talk about this class. Okay.
Okay.
So basically this tells you how the game is constructed at the very beginning. You add the image and you get all your, basically you get a game state in the very initial state, intro state. And you override the class called update. Every 60 times a second, this gets caught.
Update. Yeah.
Okay, if it is playing, and then you get the speed, current speed, you times distance, and then it's going to be a new position. Time played, you add delta. How much time you played.
Okay.
And score is the distance you traveled. And speed, acceleration. So it's the speed increasing as you play more, and the current speed is going to keep going up.
Yeah.
So that is the whole game entry. The game is set up like this. Okay. So let's play a little bit of this game here. So at the very beginning, so this is in the setup. So Angry Bird is using this game engine. Angry Bird is going to have to do the same thing. Okay. Angry Bird at the very beginning is going to game in the entry point. It's going to load up all the birds, sound, everything. Okay. And it's going to get ready to play. As you can see in the Angry Bird, there's how many players? There's a big bird, there's little tiny birds, right? Yeah. There's some structures sitting over there. And at each game entry, they load it up. They put the game over there. Put the game object over there. The background is basically similar like this line here. Yeah. So basically that's control. This control here is tap. In Angry Bird is drag, right? In Angry Bird, so you drag it. So this one tap it. So this is game over panel that was not shown before, but now it's showing now. Okay. So as you play it, speed keep going up. So it gets more and more challenging. We keep going up now. Game over. Okay, so that's all we have today. So I'm gonna send you a link on this game, where this game is, and you don't have to take a look at it. I just want you to get exposed on how game is built.
Okay.
Images. Let's take a look at a simple example of how computers learn to see.
Here are two shapes, an X and an O. At some point, you've learned the names for these shapes, but A computer looking at these images for the first time just sees a bunch of little squares called pixels. Each pixel has a numerical value. For a computer to see, it needs to make sense of these numbers to figure out what is in the picture. In traditional programming, you could tell the computer to check which pixels are filled to decide what shape it sees. If the center...
So the game
and
I
corner-
was showing you is coming from here. The source code all here. Okay. You go into here, you see all the source codes. See. This one this one is we just look at together.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you come here and you can see all the games, how is the layout? You can even get the assets you want. This is the image.
The image. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we only have 1 minute left. So, well, I hope you have a good weekend. Next week, have a good midterm. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Focus on your study first. And we're here, we just talk about it, what we learned together. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye now.
Bye bye. Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah.